Let's go live everywhere. Why not? Why not? Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. What's going on? Hello, hello, hi, gigpreneur. What's going on? What's happening? Happy Saturday in hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. I am Sean Azimi with sidekicksean.com, and I help folks create a side income using social media. What's up? What's going on? Welcome, welcome. Good to see you guys. I have an interesting one for you tonight. It's going to be a quick one because the message was short, but it was so good, right? So as you're joining me live, let me know you are here. T Money is in the house. Mimo Jensen, Jasmine, Faith Fosters, Mary Castleberg. What is good? Splinter, Eunice, Leffect, Michael. Is that correct? Hopefully I did that right. Bethany. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. All right. Let's get into it. So I was having dinner with a dear friend, an old friend, and we were talking back and forth, and there was actually about those four of us were just having a conversation, and it was awesome what he said because somebody in the group is working full time as a home care individual, and they are a stay-in home care, which means they're actually taking care of the person or they're in their house 24/7, right? And so this person really doesn't have a whole lot of time to their hands per se, although they do a little bit. There's a tiny bit of flexibility there, but not really a whole lot, right? So we're talking, right? And this guy that I'm talking about, he is probably 80, right? And the person who's doing the home caring, probably about maybe 70-ish, you know, but healthy, both of them. Well, thank you. Meow, Abney. That's cool. So we're talking about life experiences and we're talking about, their adventures. I love stories. If you don't know this about me, I just love stories, and especially when they're real stories, authentic stories, and they're told and they're told with a lot of emotions. Um, I really appreciate those stories. So I asked them. He said two pieces of advice, right? And I thought they were brilliant because I had not heard them before, not in this context, not in this shape or form. And I thought they were brilliant, and they made me think. Even though it's something that you know maybe you have it in the back of your head and you're thinking about it all the time, but it's not something that normally you would give advice on, right? So the two pieces of advice that he gave, and it was just on the table. One, he said, don't do anything that would bind you down, right? Don't do anything that it's going to bind you down, that it's going to make you responsible to be locked down to it. Whether it's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, or 10 hours a day, 6 days a week, whatever it may be, don't do anything. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. I'll be sure to follow back. So goes, yeah, you don't want to do anything that is going to bind you down, hold you down, and not have the flexibility to do things for yourself, because he said it's so important to spend time with you yourself, alone time. And this is a guy who had just come back. Like I said, he's 80. He had just come back from a month and a half of a road trip that he took by himself. So he says, don't do anything that's going to, mind you, bind you down and just hold you tight. Second thing he said, go outdoors and travel. He said, go see the world, go outdoors. You don't even have to spend a whole lot to go out of the country. That wherever you are in the world, there are so many beautiful places to explore and to go and to see and to learn about different like states and cities and towns and cultures. He said, don't do anything that is going to bind you down for the rest of your life, that's going to hold you down, and you're not going to be able to move. And two is that travel, go see the world, go eat different foods. And here's one thing he said, you don't have to plan everything. You know what? If you're going on the road and your heart tells you to go on this off road, and just go and check it out, explore, um, be open to all that. And I thought that was just, first of all, I thought it was amazing that this is a man who's 80 years old and just came back from it, a month and a half road trip in US. I think that's pretty awesome. And two is that you never think about, you don't think about the stuff that holds you down and don't give you the freedom to like really do you. You know what I mean? Like sometimes they're so routine, sometimes the things we do are so plugged into our days and that we're so used to them that it just flows through, even though if you really want to think about it, or if you really wanted to try it, you can really just go out there and just travel. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. I'll be sure to follow back. So you couldn't just go out there and travel, right? Why? Because if you have a job, if you have things that bind you down, hold you down, then what happens is you don't have that flexibility, right? The advice was not to do things that's going to just keep you down, hold you down, right? And to go see the world, travel. I thought that was just so awesome, because one thing, again, I repeat this is a repeat. Um, One thing he said, people think traveling can cost a lot of money. Well, if you don't do things that's going to hold you down, bind you down, and you're frugal, you don't have to stay at every like 5-star hotel, right? You're frugal, you just want to go explore, you just want to go see stuff. You camp out one night, you sleep in the car the second night, you go get a cheap hotel, whatever. You got to do, you just kind of explore. And he was explaining about, thank you for all the love, and I appreciate the follow. I'll be sure to follow back after this, promise. So, and he was saying, out of it, all this spontaneous, spontaneous, spon- spontaneity. Oh my goodness, what is happening? You know what I mean. Out of all this spontaneity, oh my goodness, I ruined it. I'm sorry. There were words I can't pronounce, right? He said there's some places that he has seen right here in the U.S. and that has just blown blown his mind, right? just right here. He says, you know what, you run into different places. These roads will take you to places where you have never even thought that this gorgeous place, this beautiful place exists, unless you take this odd road. So suggestion was, don't do things that chain you down, that hold you down, that you have to be at certain positions, certain times, certain this. It just, he goes, it hasn't been my thing. And every chance, every opportunity I have, I call a couple of friends. If they are fine, they want to roll, they roll. If they don't, I get in the car and I do it myself. And one thing he said, I'm 80 years old now. What am I going to do? Wait 5 years and then do it? He goes, I don't know if I can drive then. I don't know what's going to happen to me in 2 days. How am I going to just wait? Right. So I thought that was just amazing advice, because those are the things like you don't hear every day, right? People say, work hard, do this, do that. You don't hear like, hey, don't do things that bind you down and then go travel. It's like, what? Yeah. So with that, hopefully you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value from this. I appreciate you guys. If you're new to my lives, I appreciate you. Thank you. If you're a new follower, I appreciate you as well. I'll follow back, I promise. Thank you for following. Yeah, if you feel like this is worthy of sharing, do what you got to do. Spread the love, tag a couple of people. Let's go. I am Sean Azimi with SideGigSean.com, and I help folks create a side income using social media. Signing off until tomorrow when we do it all over again. Much love.